Hello and welcome. It's another week on the Forex market, and we are going to be taking a look at the week of 5th to 9th July 2021, the way we do all the time. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you want to do so right away. Click like on the video, and if you have any comment or you have a suggestion on currency pair you want to see us review, kindly put that in your comment section in the comment section, and we will get to it with you. Remember as well that trading currency, spot, stock, whatever you trade on the market, they all come with large potential risk, the same way they come with large potential reward. So you want to be aware of this risk and be willing to accept them before you invest your money in the market trading live account. All right. So let's go straight, and I think it would be best we start from taking a look at Forex factory and see if we have any news for the week that can be relevant. Okay, so let's go straight and take a look at it. It's still loading. So we're going to be looking at Forex factory and we would see what's happening there. Okay, so for today, this week, let's see what we have. We have for whole day, for Monday, July 5, all day, we have OPEC JMMC meeting, and I think that is going to have may have effect on all currency because it's high impact news. And then on Tuesday we have for Aussie dollar and we have US dollar. Yes, that's on Tuesday. On Wednesday we have US dollar high impact news. Thursday Aussie dollar, and on Friday we have British pound and Canadian dollar. All right. So these are the high impact news we are going to have during the week. And if you're a day trader, it may be a good thing for you to take a look at them before you jump into the market and see if any of them will likely have effect on the currencies you're going to be trading. So let's go to the chart, and as usual, we're going to start from DXY. DXY is dollar currency index. Let's see how the week closed with DXY. Okay, so looking at DXY, we had a massive push like 3 weeks ago, and right now it closed around resistance and just below the 50 moving average. Just below the 50 moving average is where it closed. So we want to see it above this mini resistance around 29.4. So if we see it above it, then we will assume that the strength is going to continue. The US dollar strength that started, that is going to continue. But right now, the 50 moving average is still serving as it is serving as, what is it called, like a resistance for heat. So it kept closing just by that 50 moving average, and we're going to see how it continues for this week. So I think a lot of patience is needed for trading the US dollar currency pair. Let's see how this week goes. If it's pushed and closed above this mini resistance that was formed, then we will assume that US dollar has become stronger, and that way we will have an idea of how to trade other currency pairs that have US dollar in them. However, if it begins to push down from where it is right now, that would indicate weakness on US dollar, and that will also have effect on the currency pairs that we may be trading. Then we have Euro USD. It's just like opposite of what we have with US dollar currency index right now. And looking at the big push down, we were expecting a continuation of the down push, at least toward the supports, before, if it then breaks that, then we will start looking for it to keep moving down. However, last week candle, the week before, they've all been closing around the 50 moving average or as well, and that has been serving as support. So we're going to wait to see how that move to. If we see it pushing down, closing below, then we'll continue to sell. However, if it remains above where it is right now, then we will assume that dollar is going to lose its strength again and we'll start selling. And let me remove all those. And this is what we have with GBP USD as well. We were expecting a change in direction, but I also look at it and I said it is possible that this is likely going to form like head and shoulder pattern. So we have a push up, retracement, and then when it breaks below the support, we expect it to continue selling down. So for this as well, I think it would be best for us to also pay attention to what happened. Last week candle closed as an indecision bearish candle. All right. It looks bearish, but an indecision candle. So we're going to wait to see what happens with that with the currency pair. And if you see it closing lower than the bottom, the support areas, then we will start looking to sell. USD Canadian dollar. Let's see that. USD Canadian dollar has been downtrending, obviously, but it also looks like we're about to see a change in direction. And let me remove all the okay, so it looks like we may see a change in direction. So if this begins to push up, closes higher than the resistance somewhere around there, you know if it closes higher than all of this area, then we'll start looking to sell. I think better here, if it closes higher than the 50 moving averages, sorry, we'll start looking to buy. But if it continues below where it is right now, then we will sell. And it has still, despite the big push for some weeks earlier, it is still downtrending. The major trend is still down. So we want to be careful jumping into this thing. However, if we see it closing above the resistance, then we'll start looking to buy. TPP, USD CHF also looks a little like the currency pair USD Canadian dollar that we looked last just a little while ago. And if you look at this as well, this big engulfing candle is pointing up for us, and we also had it looking like it will change direction from this point, goes and closed above our 50 moving average, and all of this could be some level of retracement to this big push. And so as it begins to go up again, we are looking to buy. However, it is currently consolidating, so we want to see it outside of this consolidation for us to make our decision. Then USD JPY, that has also been pushing up. It's for some couple of weeks. It's obviously an uptrending market. So we have it pushing from here. It got here, it retraced, and then it begins pushing up. But last week candle also closed as indecision, and the new week candle has started now and it's coming down, but that doesn't mean that for the rest of this week it's going to continue that way. It's likely going to stop and change direction. Okay, so we're going to wait and see what this does. And looking at the fact that it is also around the resistance should make us be careful. So if we see it closing above the resistance, if the resistance becomes weak and it closes above it, then we'll be looking to buy. NZ the Canadian dollar also looks more like a downtrend. It looks like we have head and shoulder pattern somewhere here, shoulder, head, and then another shoulder. And in the past few weeks, it's been consolidating around there. So if you see the below here, then we would be buying to the next support. Sorry, we'll be selling to the next support, not buying. Okay. And this one looks uptrend. However, last 2 3 weeks candle, that engulfing bearish candle, points to the fact that we may see a downtrend soon, a change in direction soon or correction. And that will mean that we'll be looking to sell. However, where it is right now, it is also still above our 50 moving average, and it looks more like it is pushing up. So we're going to see what is going to happen with it as we pay attention to that as well. Okay, that goes the same with USD, Aussie USD goes with NZD USD. Okay, it also looks uptrending, and we had some. The major direction looks uptrending, but we have some push down in a couple of weeks ago, and now it looks like it wants to continue. So we're going to just wait and see how that also plays out as well. And this is obviously downtrending unless there's a change in direction. I will see a close above here, but right now it is still below the 50 moving average, and it is below the mini resistance we have there. So if it continues pushing down, we will look to sell. So, and then we have Euro Canadian dollar also downtrending. And interestingly, we had a close below our 50 our consolidating part in the last week candle. You can look at it, you see it just closed directly below it. All right, so there's a push out below the candle, and that means that we'll be looking to sell this unless we see a change in direction and it begins to push up. But for now, it looks like after this consolidation, this is the consolidation, this is ready to push down. And then this also still remains inside the consolidation. That's Euro GBP. We still have it inside this consolidation, and we are waiting to see how it plays out and what area is going to push out. However, all of this still remains downtrend, and in such way is where we are looking for until we have it out of here. Okay. Euro JPY. This is majorly uptrending, but it is also still currently consolidating, kind of. And this may mean the correction, it may mean a correction to the uptrend. It could also mean the beginning of a change in direction. So we're going to pay attention to this one too and see what it wants to do. Okay, so this remains downtrend, and we're waiting to see a close below that support trend line, and that will help us make a decision around doing a sell. GBP okay, we are also waiting for this to close above here because it looks more like uptrending push from the down path. And currently it's around our resistance, so we are still waiting for a push and a close above the resistance for us to start jumping in and making our buy decision. Okay, and for GBP Canadian dollar, it looks more downtrending, looking at the kind of candle that closed last week. Although the current weekly candle is pushing up right on a Monday like this, but that doesn't mean it's going to continue pushing up. So we're going to wait for it, and we will look to do a sell. And for this, our bias was up, and we were looking to do a buy above the head and shoulder pattern, and our bias remained the same. So if we have the current week going and closing above this line, then we'll start looking to buy. Okay, so it's the same with GBP CHF, and it's still inside the consolidation, and we're waiting for a close above or below for us to make our decision. For GBP JPY, the general trend is up, and currently it is giving us indecision. Last week candle was indecision the weeks before, at least a week before indecision. So right now we're waiting and trying to see where it's going to go. After we see the area it's going to go, that's when we'll be able to make better decision with it. And for US dollar gold USD, it looks like we've been in an uptrend for so long. Then this downtrend started, and we had to push up again and correction back down. And this looks like we may have a change in direction, and instead of the uptrend, we may soon have a new downtrend pushing down. So I'm looking at that kind of candle that closed a few weeks ago and the ones that have closed the last 2 weeks, we realize that this looks more like it is likely going to sell. Okay, so for Australian dollar NZD, we're waiting to see what happens with it. It's been downtrending for some time. So we had this engulfing black candle, and we're expecting it to continue it to way down. If especially looking at the fact that last week candle closed bearish and below the 50 moving average. Okay, so we expect a continuation of the push to the downside, at least maybe to this area or minimum of this area. Okay, so that's basically it, and I think I'm just going to stop there for now. And if you have any question, don't forget to place it in the comment section. Also, you are invited to be a part of our academy, the MS Africa Currency Trading Academy. So if you want to be a part of this, look down below this video. You're going to see a link that takes you to our different courses, and you can pick the option you want. So you can send me a chat on the WhatsApp number below this video. Please enjoy the rest of your day and your week as you navigate the market as a currency trading professional. Please take care and have a great week.